Good afternoon, children. Today let me learn about enzyme catalysis. Enzyme are complex protein molecule with three-dimensional structure. Enzyme are complex protein molecule. The three-dimensional structure X, Y and Z direction. Three-dimensional structure. They catalyze the chemical reaction in living organism. These enzymes are catalyze in chemical. It is act as a catalyst in a chemical reaction in living organism. They are often present in colloidal state and extremely specific in catalytic action. So it present in colloidal state. Specific in a, it is used in a catalytic action. Each enzyme produced in a particular living cell can catalyze a particular reaction in the cell. Each enzyme produced in a particular living cell, it will produced in a living cell. So then it can catalyze a particular reaction in the cell. Some examples of enzyme catalysis. The first example, the peptide glycyl L, glutamyl L, irisin is hydrolyzed by an enzyme called pepsin. Okay, so that enzyme pepsin, that pepsin hydrolyzed the peptide glycyl L, glutamyl L, irisin is hydrolyzed by an enzyme called pepsin. Then second example, the enzyme diastase hydrolyzes starch into maltose. Starch is converted into maltose using the enzyme is diastase. Starch formula C6H10O5 N times. It is hydrolyzed in presence of diastases to form maltose C12H22O11 number of molecules. Then third example, yeast. Yeast contain the enzyme zymase. Yeast contain the enzyme is zymase. Zymase converts glucose into ethanol. Zymase is convert glucose to ethanol. Glucose formula C6H12O6. It is hydrolyzed in presence of yeast. Glucose is converted to alcohol, ethanol, C2H5OH plus CO2. Then fourth example, the enzyme Mycoderma aceti oxides alcohol into acetic acid. Here enzyme is Mycoderma aceti. It is oxidized alcohol into acetic acid. So ethanol C2H5OH, it is oxidized O2 to form acetic acid. Fifth example, the enzyme urease present in soya beans hydrolyzes the urea hydrolysis. We are using that enzyme urease. NH2CO, NH2 urea. It is hydrolyzed to form ammonia and carbon dioxide. Next, let me learn about mechanism of enzyme catalyst reaction. So the following mechanism is proposed by enzyme catalyst. That following reaction is a E plus S. E is a enzyme. S means substrate, that means reactant. Enzyme plus reactant gives intermediate, that is activated complex. ES is a activated complex. Then it dissociates to form product and enzyme. Okay, E plus S, E is a enzyme, S is a substrate or reactant. To form ES, ES is a activated complex, then ES dissociate to form product and enzyme. Okay, so look at the picture. So this is a enzyme, that is reactant or substrate. Okay, substrate combine with enzyme. First substrate combine with enzyme. This is a reactant. Reactant reacted to form activated complex. That is ES, activated complex, enzyme and reactant. Then it dissociates into product and enzyme. Enzyme catalyst reaction shows certain general special characteristic. We are going to study the characteristics of enzyme catalyst. Effective and efficient conversion is the special characteristic of enzyme catalyst reaction. Okay, so that the enzyme catalyst reaction, that enzymes are effective and efficient conversion. Okay, it effectively react, that means speed up the reaction. Efficient conversion, that means reactant produce product. Okay, that is special characters. An enzyme may transform a million molecules of reactant in minute. That enzyme may transform millions of molecules of reaction in a minute. Okay, so example, hydrogen peroxide, H2O2, hydrogen peroxide form in dissociate to form water and oxygen. For this reaction, the activation energy is 18 kilocalorie per mole without a catalyst. Okay, now we are not using the catalyst. That activation energy is 18 kilocalorie per mole. With colloidal platinum is a catalyst. We are here using the platinum is a catalyst. The activation energy is 11.7 kilocalorie per mole. The enzyme catalyst, the activation energy of the reaction is less than 2 kilocalorie per mole. Okay, so here activation energy, the difference in the activation energy is less than 2 kilocalorie per mole. The second one is a enzyme catalyst is highly specific in nature. Okay, so that second character is it is highly specific in nature. Okay, NH2CO NH2, that is urea is hydrolyzed H2O to form ammonia and water. Here the enzyme urease, which catalyzes the reaction of urea, does not catalyze the reaction of methyl urea. Okay, so urea NH2CO NH2, that is urea is hydrolyzed to form ammonia and water. Here methyl urea, so one hydrogen replaced by methyl group CH3. That methyl urea hydrolyzed means no reaction. Then third character, enzyme catalyst reaction has maximum rate of optimum temperature, optimum highest temperature. Okay, so at first the reaction increase with increase in temperature. We draw the curve. We draw the curve, rate of a reaction versus temperature. Okay, at first the rate of reaction increase with the increase in temperature. Okay, the rate of reaction increase in temperature. But above at a particular temperature, in this particular temperature, it is destroyed. Destroyed means decreasing. Okay, the rate may be even dropped to 0. It is coming again, that rate is coming to 0. The temperature at which enzyme activity in high or maximum. Enzyme activity in high or maximum. Here that maximum is here. Higher maximum is called optimum temperature. What is meant by optimum temperature? The temperature at which enzyme activity in high or maximum, that is called optimum temperature. In this graph, 40 degrees is optimum temperature. Example, enzyme involved in human body have an optimal. So in our human body, every humans having enzyme in the mouth, stomach. Okay, so it secrete enzymes. Okay, so enzymes involved in a human body have an optimum temperature is 37 degrees Celsius or 98 degree Fahrenheit. During high fever, as a body temperature rises, the enzymatic action may collapse and lead to danger. Okay, during high fever, that means temperature high, that enzymatic activity may collapse and lead to danger. Then the rate of enzyme catalyst reaction varies with the pH of the system. pH also changed. pH also changed. So the rate of maximum at pH is called the maximum pH is called optimum pH. The rate of enzyme catalyst reaction varies with the pH of the system. The rate is maximum at pH is called optimum pH. Enzyme can be inhibited, that means poison. Activity of an enzyme is decreased and destroyed by a poison. That activity decreased means it destroy a poison. The physiological action of drugs is related to their inhibiting action. Drugs also related to inhibiting action. Example, sulfur drugs, penicillin inhibits the action of bacteria used for curing disease like pneumonia, dysentery, cholera and other infectious diseases. Catalytic activity of enzyme is increased by coenzymes or activators. A small non-protein is called coenzyme. Small non-protein, that is vitamin, is called coenzyme, promotes the catalytic activity of the enzyme. Next, let me learn about zeolite catalysis. Very important question. Zeolite catalysis. Zeolites are micropores. First we want to learn the structure of zeolite. Okay, zeolite are microporous. It have more tiny holes. Okay, it is a crystalline structure. Crystalline means it have definite shape. Hydrated, it containing water molecule. Aluminosilicate made of silicon and aluminum tetrahedrum. Okay, so the zeolites are made up of silicon and aluminum tetrahedrum. So zeolites are about 50 natural zeolites and 150 synthetic zeolites. Totally 50 natural zeolites are there and 150 synthetic zeolites. A silicon is a tetravalent. Zeolite means it is made up of silicon and aluminum tetrahedrum. Okay, this silicon is a tetravalent, 4 valency, and the aluminum is trivalent, 3 valency. The zeolite matrix carry extra negative charge. To balance the negative charge, there are extra framework cations is formed. That means example, H plus or Na plus ions. Zeolite carry protons and used as solid acids. Catalysis they have extensively used in the petrochemical industry for cracking heavy hydrocarbon fractions into gasoline, diesel, etc. Zeolite carrying Na plus ions are used as a basic catalysis. Okay, so the zeolite is made up of silicon and aluminum tetrahedron. That silicon is a tetravalent, aluminum is a trivalent. So the zeolite matrix carries extra negative charge. To balance the negative charge, the extra framework cations H plus or Na plus ions. So the zeolite carrying protons are used in solid acids. Catalysts, they are extensively used in the photochemical industry for cracking purpose. Heavy hydrocarbon fraction into gasoline, diesel, etc. So that finally zeolites carrying Na plus ions are used as basic catalysis. One of the most important application of zeolites in the shape selectivity. In zeolite, the active site, namely protons, are lying inside the pores, inside the holes. Okay. So reaction occur only inside the pores of zeolite. That is, zeolite reaction occurs only in the pores, small holes. Reactant selectivity. How to select the reactant? When bulkier molecule in the reactant mixture are prevented from reaching the active site within zeolite crystal, this selectivity is called reactant shape selectivity. When a bulkier molecule in a reactant mixture, okay, bulkier molecule means more amount in a reactant mixture are prevented from reaching the active site. Okay, all the molecule cannot reach the active site because it having tiny holes. So tiny particle only it will allow. The selectivity is called reactant shape selectivity. First one, reactant selectivity. Second one, transition state selectivity. If the transition state of a reaction large compared to the pore size of the zeolite, the transition is comparing the size. Okay, pore size of the zeolite, then no product will be formed. It cannot, transition state cannot produce the product. Third point, product selectivity. In encountered when certain product molecule want too big to diffuse out of the zeolite pore. Okay, so that comparing that holes, bigger molecules diffuse out of the zeolite pores. Okay, so the next, phase transfer catalysis. Suppose the reactant of a reaction present in one solvent and the other reactant is present in another solvent. One of the reactant present in one solvent, other reactant present in another solvent. This reaction between them very slow if the solvent are immiscible. Okay, so both that solvent are immiscible means the reaction between them is very slow. As the solvent forms separate phase, for example oil and water, we are mixing the oil and water, that both are immiscible, it cannot dissolve, it cannot miscible. Okay, we will get to the separate layer, that only separate phases. The reactant have to migrate across the boundary to react. The reactant molecules move on boundary to react with the other element. But migration of reactant across the boundary is not easy. Going that boundary, that is not easy. For such a situation, a third solvent is added which is miscible with both. First two solvent taken, that both two are immiscible. Now we are adding third substance solvent. Okay, is added is miscible with both. It is miscible in both the solution. So the phase boundary is eliminated. The reactants freely mix and react faster. The reactant are highly reacted, but the large scale production of any product use the third solvent is not convenient, as may be expensive. For such problem, phase transfer catalyst provide a simple solution which avoids the use of solvent. It directs the use of phase transfer catalyst to facilitate transport of a reactant in one solvent to the other solvent where the second reactant is present. As the reactant are now brought together, they rapidly react and form the product. Example, substitution of Cl minus and Cn minus ion of the following. RCl. RCl is an organic phase. R is an alkyl. So it is a organic phase combined with aqueous phase sodium cyanide to form organic phase and aqueous phase. By direct heating a two-phase mixture of organic 1 chloroacetane with aqueous sodium cyanide for several days. So, for heating that two-phase of the mixture in organic 1 chlorooctane with aqueous sodium cyanide for several days, 1 cyanooctane is not obtained. However, if a small amount of a quaternary ammonium salt like tetraalkyl ammonium chloride is added. Okay, when we add that tetraalkyl ammonium iodide, that reaction rate increased. The rapid transition of 1 cyanooctane occurs is about 100% of yield after 1 to 2 hours. In this reaction, the tetraalkyl ammonium cation, tetraalkyl ammonium cation, which has hydrophobic and hydrophilic end. The tetraalkyl ammonium, which has hydrophobic and hydrophilic end, transport Cn minus from the aqueous phase to the organic phase using the hydrophilic end and facilitate the reaction with the 1 chlorooctane. Here that organic phase, okay, organic phase and hydrophobic and hydrophilic end. Okay, so see the first one reaction, aqueous phase. We are using the aqueous phase sodium cyanide plus R4N plus Cl minus tetraalkyl ammonium cation. It moves to the organic phase. Okay, that is cyanide Cn minus move to the organic phase. The next, both the organic phase is combined. It moves to aqueous phase, release Cl minus ion, again picks up Cn minus ion and transport. So the phase transfer catalyst speed up the reaction by transporting one reactant from one phase to another. Okay. So the next, let me learn nanocatalysis. Nanomaterials such as metallic nanoparticle, metal oxide, etc. are used as a catalyst in many chemical transformation. Nanocatalysts are used. Nanocatalysts carry the advantages of both homogeneous and heterogeneous catalysts. It is both applicable for homogeneous and heterogeneous. Like homogeneous catalyst, the nanocatalyst give 100% selective transformation. In a homogeneous catalyst, nanocatalyst give 100% selective transformation and excellent yield and show extremely high activity. Like the heterogeneous catalyst, nanocatalyst can be recovered and recycled. So the nanocatalysts are actually soluble heterogeneous catalyst. An example for nanoparticle catalyst reaction is given below. Lindane. So lindane combined with in presence of iron or palladium catalyst hydrolyzed to form cyclohexane. Here using the iron and palladium catalyst are 0, valent.